So I'm here today in front of a tribute to one immensely popular Australian movie to talk about another immensely popular Australian movie, and one that's caused a good degree of outrage in recent days and weeks. So that is Crocodile Dundee. So apparently the latest iteration of Crocodile Dundee, released in cinemas and released on Blu-ray and 4K and so on and so forth, is causing quite a bit of consternation out there. Babe's still unaffected for now. But Crocodile Dundee is causing a lot of outrage on the internet. Apparently it's in classic Orwellian 1984 style. The producers of that one have decided to trim and excise offensive scenes, or what they consider to be offensive scenes that haven't aged well in Crocodile Dundee. And fans of the original version, the original iteration of the movie, are understandably outraged, especially online. But the thing that disappoints me most about this is that people rarely stick to their convictions. So people are going to complain, they're going to be outraged, they're going to post online, they're going to tweet, they're going to Instagram, they're going to YouTube about how aggrieved they are. But at the end of the day, you know what they're going to do? They're still going to stump up and pay for these extravagant, overpriced 4K releases of these movies that are hacked to pieces, like Crocodile Dundee, because unfortunately that's what the fandom does. So I'm a little different to a lot of most of people. I'm more keen on the movies themselves than what the best release is and so on and so forth. It is all about the movie for me. But unfortunately, a lot of the fandom are their own worst enemies when it comes to things like this. They'll complain till the cows come home about all of these companies like Vinegar Syndrome or Shout Factory or whoever else, Umbrella or Madman or Arrow, or insert your favourite distributor of cult or obscure films here, or even mainstream films. They'll complain about these companies till the end of time. They'll feign outrage and all the rest, but at the end of the day, what do these fans do? What does the fandom do? They do stump up the money and buy these things anyway, because they all want a copy of Crocodile Dundee with the limited edition slipcase cover and the limited edition lobby cards, the limited edition reversible sleeve, that little extra that wasn't on the last release, perhaps an extra with the an interview with the craft services guy that wasn't on the previous release, 4 minutes of nonsensical, needless content on their on the new DVD or Blu-ray release. So unfortunately the fandom will grumble, they'll complain, they'll cry till the cows come home, but you'll know it if you're one of those people. You will be there with your credit card at your local retailer or your favourite online supplier, and you're going to stump up the money for the politically correct cut of Crocodile Dundee on 4K Blu-ray with all the bells and whistles and the interview with the craft services guy. So you all know it's true. You all know it's how it works. It's demoralising. But it's an attitude that really needs to change. If you do actually care about these things, if you are actually angry about things, it doesn't matter if it's film, doesn't matter if it's a company that doesn't share your ethical concerns, doesn't really matter what it is. The only way at the end of the day to change the behaviour of these companies, if they're going to take to classic films and cut them to within an inch of their lives with editing out scenes that don't play well currently, without stopping to consider that perhaps the scenes that don't play well currently may play well in 10 or 15 years or 50 years. History's kind of like that. It kind of goes full circle. So if these companies aren't going to acknowledge that and just be at peace with what they made in the past that maybe they're not comfortable with right now, or more often than not, they're not even that concerned. They're just using it to try and curry favour with the masses. And it is a cynical marketing thing from all of these big evil corporations. And we can only assume that it is the case with Crocodile Dundee as well, cutting out those scenes. They're not doing this out of any moral superiority or anything like that. They're doing it to signal that they have moral superiority over you and the kinds of things that you find funny or you like. So, yeah, really, morality plays no part. The only language these people understand is financial. So if you're not enjoying these sort of changes to your favourite films, if you're seeing companies getting behind things that you aren't behind, then the answer's quite simple. The only way they'll modify their behaviour is if you just walk away. Just walk away and stop spending. Don't buy that special edition of Crocodile Dundee if you're that upset about it. Don't buy any of these movies where they've done these Orwellian revisionist censorship tactics, and they'll quickly learn if they invest a whole ton of money in a special release of a movie and nobody turns up on the release day, nobody stumps up with their cash to buy it. They'll quickly learn and the habit will die rather quickly. It's certainly going to die a lot quicker than ranting or raving about it online. And money talks, BS walks, and that's the only way that you're going to change these people. So I hope you've enjoyed this video in front of the iconic Babe, formerly known as the Big Potato in Robertson. But it's been redressed, tricked out to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Babe, a movie filmed in Robertson. And it does seem quite appropriate to talk about the outrage concerning Crocodile Dundee while being in front of this landmark. Hope you've enjoyed this, and hope you'll join me next time.